Hello, my beautiful Leos. Welcome to your reading for the last 2 weeks of December. I'm really excited to have you guys with me today. Thank you for coming back if you're returning, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if we connect, and of course, comment your situation. Let me know how this relates to you and where you're watching from. Really exciting energies here. We're ending 2019. It's the last 2 weeks of December. All those things are coming to a close, all those karmic cycles, all those endings, and hopefully you're incorporating all your lessons so that you know exactly what is staying in 2019 and then helping yourself just be ready for 2020 with your full force, your full main ready to go, right, my Leos? So the way I do my readings, guys, is I use a lot of oracle cards. These are to help me give you the best image and vision of what is coming towards us, of course, with love, with opportunities, with business, with life, whatever it is that's coming on here. I use the oracle, the unicorns, the lovers oracles, the romance angels. I use the universe has your back deck as well. I use the gilded tarot for the 2-week message. Now I know I'm doing this a little late, so some of these energies may have already happened. It might be happening right now, or it is still to come. Of course, this is from the 15th to the 31st. However it applies to your situation, please take it. If it resonates, awesome. If it doesn't, let it go. Keep checking back so we'll get connected for the next one. Then the Archangel Michael deck is what we're going to end on. So without further ado, guys, we're going to get right into it. Here's your first message from the unicorns, and it is intuition. Beautiful. Listen to the whispers of your heart. Use divination tools to help you decide, and trust your intuition no matter what. So for you guys, my beautiful Leos, you are being guided by the unicorns here to seek this guidance. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but she's holding a crystal here in her hand. Sorry, the lighting's terrible, but she's got a crystal in her hand. So for some of you, when I was talking about divination tools, maybe you need to have some crystals around you. If you don't know anything about crystals, seek a crystal therapist. You can of course talk to anyone or Google them and see what you're looking for. If you have a specific thing that you're wanting to find out how to attract that, you might just need to keep a crystal around you so you can increase that frequency and vibration and protect yourself as well. For many of you, I'm also sensing that the unicorns being here are asking you to find that silent space to put yourself into this opportunity where you're able to listen to your guidance. So many of you aren't listening to the inner whispers of the divine and your higher self that's trying to give your messages of what to do at this time. So it's really asking you to focus on your intuition and to really tune into yourself here. Trust your intuition no matter what. And a big thing with this message as well is when you're sitting and meditating on this, so spend time alone, spend time in silence, like find yourself, use your tools that you need. But for many of you, you have to feel which choice you need to make. So for some of you, that can be like a deep knowing, like I know that that's what I have to do. For others of you, it's a light, loving energy. So when you're thinking or you're focusing on your thoughts, really focus on how you feel. Usually the lightest and the easiest feeling is the right one, okay? I'm not saying that's right or wrong, but that will always help you understand. And sometimes it's difficult, sometimes it's really hard, and there's going to be a lot of things you're going to have to do to make that happen, but learn to listen to yourself. Now we're getting into lovers oracles. Your first one is balance. Love is not always about agreeing for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. So that could be also where the intuition is here. Like, you know, you have to listen to, is this what you're going to go through and all that stuff. I'm still being drawn to that card, so I'll probably still say some things. I don't know why, but of course we have the yin and yang as well, having to do with the moon here. And I knew it. There's 2 moons in the back of this card. There's a crescent moon and another moon peeking out. So for some of you, it could be showing the dark side of each other to one another. I don't know where that came from, but that's a fun one, because of course within the yin and yang you have the light and the dark and the opposite. So for some of you, it's about seeing the full picture within one another. Wow, I love that. Healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. So for many of you, the divine love here, you're healing each other's pains, you're healing each other's pasts, actually. This intuition is a very, very deep knowing connection, I feel, for some of you. And then here we have, you may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. Always after our darkest nights come the brightest dawns, right? So at the same time, for many of you, you could have been going through a lot of stuff, and we do have the healing card here. I do feel like that there was a need for you to have that space, and for some of you, especially if you've been going through something difficult, then that is here to let you know. And the next one, appropriately so, forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. So with the intuition, if you've been really focused on the past, you're not open to receiving the new messages that are trying to come into you because you're not in the present moment. So this is also reminding some of you, you have to forgive and heal. Healing, balance, forgiveness, this is all internal. And then intuitively, you have to open yourself up to receive the messages that your higher self is just waiting to pour on you and to love you through this. But you need to be open and receptive, okay? Romance angels, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner that you seek, so they're already around you. They could be in your energy, they could be in your presence. So for some of you, they're around you, and the little angels are trying to guide you guys together, getting to know each other as you reveal your innermost selves to each other. Your bond deepens. And as I had said, the two moons, the light is illuminated towards each other. There's of course the other side of each other. So as you really reveal your innermost selves, because the moons of course represent your hidden stuff. Moons are secrets, or your inner thinking, your in like your deepest points, right? The darkest side of the moon is the side we never see. So for some of you, you are really opening up. Some things I say come together for some reason. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly, discuss your feelings with each other. So feelings, meaning you both have these feelings for one another. So explore them, discuss them, share that, have that beauty. And of course, balance being here. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. So you're going to have to come into that unity together, but you're going to have those conversations. And finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. For you or your person, however this applies, your work could be keeping you separated, your finances could be keeping you separated, and of course this can all be coming together too, but as you're opening up to one another, you're going to learn how to understand that and balance that. All right, last one before we get into the reading is your universe has your back one, and the message is, in any moment I can surrender to the powerful presence of love through prayer, contemplation, and stillness. Through prayer, contemplation, and stillness, you'll be able to hear your intuition so that that loving message that I was talking about earlier can come in towards you. That is incredible. All right, Gilded Tarot here with your message. We're starting with the Ten of Swords. Did we not talk about the turmoil and pain? So for many of you, air energy, of course, this is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius energy as well. But in general, if this is you, you've gone through so much burden, so much pain, so many heartaches and anguish, mentally, fears, you're trapped in this energy. You've been stuck and going over this stuff in your head continuously. I feel like for many of you, this has just been a very powerful and painful time that you're overcoming, but it's the Ten of Swords, so it's ending. All that anguish, all that struggle, that difficulty, it's behind you. This is where I was talking about the darkest before dawn. Ironically, everything comes together because you have the sun, the light is shining through the swords. So even though it's nighttime and he's on the ground like this, but there's still sun trying to come through. So the sun is rising, right? The light is coming through in the end. And the Ace of Swords, ooh, okay. For some of you, because the intuition card is here, I was talking about stillness with the other card I just spoke of. And I feel like the stillness, the universe is telling you that the moment that you kind of surrender and you just allow everything, that's when everything's going to lift. That's when that clarity will come in for you. With the Ace of Swords coming in here, this is of course an opportunity to see things as they are, an opportunity to cut through all that. So I feel like once you've kind of experienced all this, you're like, okay, I have to focus on my healing. I have to focus on my forgiveness. I have to get into this balance. And the second you have that clarity of what you're being guided to do intuitively, because you're getting that knowledge, that thought is coming in, boom, you're able to cut through all that stuff, and this beautiful opportunity is trying to come towards you. Again, more air energy with this as well. And then we have the Two of Pentacles, a big decision. You could be making a decision based on work, opportunity, or however, of course, you could be offering or wanting to offer your pentacle to someone. This is earth energy, so Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn that you could be dealing with. But this with the balance, I feel like you have to listen to your heart. What's your heart guiding you to do? I feel like for many of you, this decision, you're going to have clarity regarding this decision, but it might have to, all this stuff has to happen. If it hasn't already, it has to kind of fall away. Then the Hangman, so that time of indecision, that time of like stepping back and kind of reflecting on your current situation. I feel like for some of you, this could be you actually putting yourself into this Hangman energy where you're really embodying that moment of stillness and contemplation to really focus on your intuition. And with the sun above you here, I feel like that's when you're going to receive that enlightenment to the message that you're meant to receive. And when you get that, I feel like that's when you're going to be able to make this decision. But this requires you to see things from a different perspective, right? He's not looking at the world upside down. He's looking at the world upside down to see it from a different angle. You might need to see things from a different perspective, of course. Then we have the Ace of Wands, a very passionate, fiery offer. Of course, Leo, this is your energy with the fire here, but you could be dealing with another Leo, a Sagittarius, or an Aries. And this is, of course, a very hot, passionate offer. So someone really wants to give this to you, or vice versa if it's you that wants to give it to them. But of course, this is about having this passionate, fiery, magnetic connection to someone. You have chemistry, you're drawn to one another. And of course, with the divine giving you both the Ace of Swords and this, you know this. Of course, air energy, fire energy here. You guys can definitely, the air, what feeds the fire? Air. So you guys are really giving oxygen to this passion. And I feel like once you really have come through this healing and you've gone through the forgiveness that you had to do for this previous stuff, because this is, of course, this is beginning. This is where we're starting. So I feel like for many of you, your intuition is going to help you understand how to release that and how to let go of that energy and to come out of that so you can get back up and get back on your feet so that you can now make a decision to move forward. And for many of you, you had to go through that. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, with the Hangman here, that was indecision, that was waiting for that. Of course, it's a 7, so 7s have to do with struggle and strife. But with the Ace of Wands, this beautiful opportunity is coming towards you. So don't forget, this could be the one, getting to know each other. You're having this beautiful offer come in, very hot and steamy for sure. Queen of Swords, this energy, of course, air again with the Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. But this Queen of Swords energy, she knows what she wants. She knows what she deserves, and she's willing to cut out anything that is not giving that to her. So for some of you, you could have been cut several times by this person, or also in general, if this is just in like, you know, you've been waiting for something for so long that you know you deserve and want. And I feel like for many of you, you've just not been getting that, or you've been hurt every time and all that. So I feel like you've just had this energy where, you know what, I'm not going to tolerate that stuff anymore around me. This is you or that person, however it applies. But the Queen, she only allows things that are in her circle or in her presence that are worthy of her, that are giving towards her. So she's no nonsense. She'll cut it right out. If it doesn't serve her or benefit her or have anything to do for her greater good, it's gone. So if this is you trying to make that, or of course your intuition could be, of course, helping guide you to understand that what it is you truly need. If you're embodying this air energy, if not, you're definitely connecting with the air energy because there's so much. But we have the Hermit. So many of you have really had to go in on this internal journey. You've had to focus on your intuition. The Hermit energy, of course, is Virgo, earth energy, but this could be asking you to get a little more grounded, of course, to go inside and search. He seeks the wisdom within. So for many of you, you're going on this Hermit energy, going inside, finding your light, finding your purpose, finding your divine message, and whatever you are being guided to do, listen and trust to it, okay? Now, when it's talking about using the divination tools, the Hermit uses the star, which he uses in his little lantern to guide his path, to guide his journey. Now, this is a point of reflection. And I feel like with the Hangman here, that's why you had to take this whole like new thing for you, where maybe you are going through this internal part where you're going through that healing, you're internally coming through all this forgiveness, and heart-to-heart conversations, of course, is about opening up and expressing that. but you're surrendering to the presence of love. And I feel like once you kind of come through this and you have this understanding, that is when you're going to receive this clarity, because you've gone within yourself. You've found the answers that you seek. You've got that enlightenment. And the same way that you're now receiving this enlightenment through this internal journey, the Queen has it as well, because she's already got the light on the end of her sword. So the sword is already illuminating that for her. So she knows it. Now you know it. However, his or her energy applies to you or your person, that's how you're gonna get there. So I feel like for many of you, you've been torn between this decision, but we have the Five of Wands, a lot of internal conflict, struggle. This could be mentally, you've been conflicted with your thoughts, or there could be conflict around you and your person or your situation. Could be some fighting, could be some disagreements. Of course, you're weighing things here with the Two of Pentacles. So I feel like, you know, it's been something that's been really conflicting you. This choice has not been easy, but you're really trying to choose. You could be choosing between jobs, you could be choosing between people, and there's a lot of people fighting for your attention, Leo. You could have a lot of people wanting you, after you, and I feel like the intuition is here asking you to really focus on what's best for you, not what everybody else wants, not what all your other thoughts are saying, but focus on what your heart is saying, okay? Again, the intuition is talking about the whispers of the heart. Ooh, and what is going on? We got the Devil energy. So of course you can be, if you're not dealing with a Capricorn, because this can just mean a Capricorn sign. But for many of you, I feel like there's a lot of karmic stuff that's being released, especially with the Ten of Swords. All that stuff is ending. So it could be karmic cycles ending that you just went through, that you're needing that healing and you're needing that forgiveness, right? Because this is that time where all that stuff comes in. But also for many of you, this can be procrastination, laziness, delay. If this isn't relating to you, then this could be manipulation, lies, like a little bit of deception around you. And with the Hangman here, I feel like you're gonna have to really see things from a different perspective to not look at them this way. If this is your thoughts, then for many of you, you know, you're gonna have to start taking action. You can't just step back. This could mean that you've been allowing this time that you've been spending, you know, maybe you've kind of been stuck in this energy where there's no movement, no decision, no nothing, right? Nothing's happening. And that's kind of how the Devil's keeping you trapped in this Hangman, because it's kind of not letting you see that, because it's been keeping you busy. Why is it keeping you busy? The louder your thoughts and everything else is around you, the less you're going to hear those whispers, the less you're going to pay attention to the messages that are trying to come to you. So just be careful that you're breaking this. And I feel like with the sword coming in, it's cutting down the Hangman here, so you're able to get this beautiful thing, because you have this amazing Ace of Wands trying to come towards you. And are they coming? Six of Wands. Victory, my friends, my beautiful Leos, you're going to do it. Whatever it is that you're coming out of, you're going to be victorious. You're going to end those cycles. You're going to break that tie, whether it's a karmic tie or just all that stuff from your past that was really causing you that pain, or just even overcoming everything, just forgiving and moving forward. You're coming out of that. Now, of course, we do have the Five of Wands going to the Six of Wands. So more fire energy. This is your energy here. You could be, of course, dealing with another Leo or an Aries or Sagittarius, but this is victorious. This is like all these other wands here that are reaching up. You can't see them. You only see the winner. You see the one coming. Now, of course, he could be going to battle or coming back from battle. And I feel like for many of you, it was a very strong internal battle that you had to overcome. And that's okay. We all go through that. But I feel like what happens here with the Ace of Wands is someone is trying to move towards you to give you their wand. They want to offer their wand to you, or vice versa. If this is you, of course, being the fire energy, this can be you literally going to this person to give them your wand. Now, you can be moving towards a Queen of here, because we do have the Queen, you know, you want to offer her your wand. And for others of you, if you're dealing, we have all sorts of energies here with the earth and air. So you could definitely be dealing with that. And for many of you, it's about finding that. So don't forget that on this journey, you found your purpose, you found your reason, you found your love, you found something that fires you up, that makes you hot and everything. And for many of you, it could be with an air sign, because of course we have the Queen here. So for you to move towards her with this offer, you know, you're now winning above the rest. So there could be a lot of competition with the Five of Wands. There could be a lot of people wanting your attention, or a lot of people wanting their attention, but I feel like they want your wand, not their, not anyone else's. So you're definitely going to come in and give them this really big, passionate, fiery, hot offer, if you know what I mean. Vice versa, ladies, this could be what's coming towards you. And of course, gentlemen, It could just be your one that you want to extend. Who knows? We'll see. So here we go, guys. We have the Archangel Michael. We're going to end on that note because it's definitely a beautiful union coming towards you. And I'm so proud of you guys because there's a lot of healing and a lot of forgiveness that had to happen here. But we're going to read the Archangel messages, which are in prayer form. Please read them however you like. You and your loved ones are safe. Dear God and angels, Archangel Michael, thank you for watching over me and my loved ones. Name them if you want to list all the specific people. Go ahead. Pause me if you want to list the whole list. Please help me feel secure and at peace and fill me with faith so that I may focus on my priorities and enjoy a healthful, happy life. That beautiful, beautiful life here. And he's just, oh, I love this. And he's even actually holding the scales. So I feel like for some of you with the balance being here, remember your loved ones, and it's talking about a great relationship was one that both supports and challenges. So you're finding that balance between your passion and your love for one another, and you're getting that clarity. You know why? It's so special. It's eternal love. This is an eternal love connection, guys. I'm so happy for you. Here we go. Help me perceive all the love that surrounds me so that I can feel safe receiving, expressing, and giving love. And here the angel is with her. Here's the unicorn with her. Now, of course, however this applies to your gender, please take the message that you are being guided. This is the intuition is asking you to listen to the whisper of your heart. Why? Because it's eternal love that's around you, that's coming towards you. This could be the one because it is the one. You've had a love for lifetimes together. And I feel like that is why this is such a beautiful thing. And no wonder the devil's here to distract you, because this is what people dream of, this connection. So I am so happy for you guys. This could be the one. Get to know each other, heart-to-heart conversations. Beautiful eternal love is here for you. Amazing Leos. And of course, I think Scorpio got this too. So if you're connecting with a Scorpio, then that's a very powerful connection for you guys. Oh my gosh, so exciting, Leos. Love you so much. Happy holidays, and we'll see you soon. Bye.